Hello there, viewers. Silent Service here, back with another admiral dreadnoughts episode, and yes, we are here with our campaign again. I've moved on a couple of turns because there's nothing that happened, and we are now invading both Western Poland and Prussia at the same time. Oh no. Austro-Hungarian Empire. Peace treaty. Maybe we can save Ukraine from being invaded by Austro-Hungary. Well, what is nowadays Ukraine, but during that time period would still have been Russia. Or was it known as Ukraine at that time? I don't know. Alright, so we're obviously in the building new ship's loading screen, so it's going to be a bit of a while there. Oh, it's one of these building new ships loading screens. Right. Great start. Great start to the whole episode today. Oh, God. You know, for once I am actually trying not to wear my jacket. Because obviously it's like over 19 degrees here, so like warm and stuff, but I'm personally freezing, but yeah, I need to get out of a habit, so like something makes me think we're going to lose Ukraine to the Austro-Hungarians. I don't know why, just this small nagging feeling in my head that it could be a possibility, but are we going to lose Tsingtao again? Well, it's not going to be again for losing Tsingtao. This next turn we're going to take, well, going to begin the invasion of German New Guinea. Yeah? I can, as we're in a loading screen. I only just started. Twitch check. No one's there. Yeah. Peace has been signed. Yeah, you keep everything, we keep everything we still have left. And what's going to be done is I'm going to send all my CAs over to that port, just in case it's that one that's used the invasion. Oh, come on, UAD. Mm-hmm. I did stuff for the invasion, but then didn't actually start the... I'm an idiot. Oh good, it's not one of those loading screens. Ah, for once the AI is scrapping ships they should actually be scrapping. Alright, those two I'm no longer going to have to worry about. Although I think one of them was actually our newest battleship in the line. Yeah, that guy is gone. And it was that guy. Our first ship to use superimposing turret. Well, properly use superimposing turrets in the way they're meant to be. Yeah. Use that 3 turns wisely. No one there can move, no one there can move. Rurik can move into the area. Can and will move into the area. And then the stuff with Paladar also move down into there. Also this turn, naval invasion of German New Guinea. Yeah, it was that place, but because we had kept like the majority of our battleships and stuff that were in the area at that port, we can still naval invade there. And then once that's done, we can maybe move out to the Caroline Islands and Caroline Islands, I mean, not Coraline. The Caroline Islands, and then attack stuff there. Oh no. Oh, they classed it as a victory. I don't really class that as a victory. It's Ryan that can move in there. You know what? No, Ryan back in the dock. So everyone move back into port. We're done here. So Narva's fleet's going in. Poltava's fleet is going into dock at Kronstadt as well. Petersburg's fleet is going to go into Riga. And we'll just cancel that naval invasion. Okay, so we're at positive 3 million this turn. In February of 1917. I'm going to wait about till the start of 1918 to build up dockyards again, so increase our tech budget slightly. Still going to be 2 times till we get fuel boiling, so but victory points wise against Germany, I believe we are all equal. Oh yes, we are obviously down a whole bunch of battleships. Okay, admittedly, one of them's one of our old crew dreadnoughts, so I thank the Germans for that one, but the other one, well, we're actually running capital ship wise new and untested or old, well, new and untested or old and need refitting, except for Smolensk. Smolensk is a new and proven, a new but proven warship. I'm not going to fight that one. Yeah, that naval invasion is no longer occurring, so where are my Russian ships in the area? That's Pavel's fleet. You guys are going to head into Sevastopol. And immediately the St. Petersburg is going in for refit. And then Varig and... Right. Ryan is already in the refit state, which is good for us. So yes, Petersburg is out for 9 turns, but those 9 turns are going to be very beneficial to the ship's continued existence. That's obviously our newest warship. Now, next up for my refit chopping block, as I call it, the refit chopping block is the destroyers, which we are going to stick around with these destroyers for quite a while. Knowing me, it's going to be a true statement. They're going to be here for a while. So, hold on a second. No, I'm going to hold off an extra turn on the destroyers because we'll get full fuel oil burners after that one turn. I'm going to hold off on any more refits till then. And then begin the eradication of coal from the Russian Navy. I'll save the Russian Navy for sea-based operations. Our facilities on land would probably still be powered by like coal plants and stuff, but it would exponentially increase our efficiency and decrease our reliance on coal. So, yeah, that naval invasion is obviously cancelled, like I've mentioned. This naval invasion obviously isn't cancelled because we're still doing it. And then after the Bismarck Archipelago is taken, we will go for the Caroline Islands and take those off the Germans if we haven't gone to peace already, which it's surprisingly enough that we are winning. So we can still obviously do all this. But yeah, we got oil this turn, which means then our destroyers can go into a full oil refit. And I'm thinking that assuredly by the time that a whole bunch of these ships that desperately need refit get their refits, then the ships that we had actually focused on for refit wise can get their refits. Right, no eligible ships for refits. Okay, but we have the fuel oil now, so we can... I'm going to refit the destroyers and the Dianas first with all this stuff because there are all these ships in active service, so they shall be the ships to get stuff. And you get better pumps put onto your ships. Two powder enhanced is what we already have for you. We've got nothing more than twin torpedoes, so you're fine. Your rangefinders are increased. Your hydro, your depth charge, and mine hunting and laying equipment is increased. Now these things have actually been rather effective fighting units. And I'm not going to actually increase their reconstruction time by doing some more changes and stuff. I'm just going to increase their range a bit, which we have the weight to, and it reduces their refit time to a turn. That's the destroyer's done. And then the Dianas here, those get updated to Mark III. You get oil, you get geared turbines, you get that and that, you get that and that, and that. Better pumps put on board. Standard ratio, high cap, cap ballistic, TNT 2 powder, better rangefinders, hydro, depth charges. Oh yeah, you're already fit to burn with torpedoes. Crew quarters. Yes, we can. And 26 knots. 27. 27 brings it a little too high. 26. Yeah, that's the Dianas. And while we're here as well, we'll get the second most battle. Well, one of the two battle-hardened pre-dreadnoughts refit, which your 11-inch oil turbines, better auxiliaries. Get fitted with an entirely new citadel. Like, the Nava here is the oldest battleship in active service of the Russian Navy in this campaign. And she has still got a lot to give to her service life. Still got a lot to give. Her guns are getting bored out to 2-inch, although can I actually fit 3-inch in there? I can, but oh, we have the weight for it. Screw it. Your entire casemate battery is getting ripped out 3-inch. Can those two areas get 3-inch? Yeah. That area will stay as 2-inch. 3-inch. Yep, you still keep your 11s there. All your stuff there is updated. All your stuff there is updated. Okay, Electra Hydra 1. Yep, you're all updated there. "22 knots in an increased range. 23 knots in an increased range. 24, which makes it somewhat standard with the rest of the fleet. 25. 26. 27. Okay, 26 knots with our current setup. And only a month of refit. Okay, so the destroyer's the first new build design of light cruisers. New build as in not the legacy cruisers that we built first. And then the other, the Nava, of course. And that is still with now the stubborn Admiral Silent. Still the stubborn Admiral Silent and not getting new destroyers. Oh, hello there, Avocado. I'm doing fine. Yeah, Rasputin also, other than becoming a mind magnet, has gone into dock and repair after a whole massive battle in which she was one of only a very limited number of Russian capital ships to actually make it out of that battle alive. Although that battle was actually a victory, she was one of only a few Russian capital ships in that battle to get out alive. Nava is currently at sea, so it's going to be all the Dianas that are in dock right now. Oh no, Nava isn't at sea, she's under repair. St. Petersburg, your refit is suspended. Rasputin is under repair for 7 turns, but that's also under this obvious dockyard overload. You're a 1903 variation. You're an old one anyway. You guys are at sea, so won't be actually undergoing the refit. You are the new ones, and I don't want to get rid of the new ones. We're just going to have to go 2 turns with... what do you mean by that? Yeah, it was, right. This account is currently logged in elsewhere. It'll only be a problem if UAD crashes. The legend lives on from the chipper on down to the big lake they call Kichigumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead. Skies in November turn gloomy. Oh yeah, by the way, Avocado, you might have seen, but we are carrying on our pre-dreadnoughts and their going at speeds they were never designed to go in the first place. As you just saw, Nava, which is our oldest of the pre-dreadnoughts, has just been pushed up to 26 knots. 26 knots. I could actually see if my actual dreadnoughts can go to that speed, but I'm only talking about pre-dreadnoughts here, not actual dreadnoughts yet. Alright, we're gonna have to retry taking German New Guinea. And they took Tsingtao off us again, didn't they? They took Tsingtao, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Yeah, German New Guinea is going to be a requirement for us to take. Okay, so we're going to fight. Now this is one of the non-Rurik heavy cruisers, the new guys. Well, fair. Armoured cruisers, the new guys I should say, but they're nowhere near new. Hell, they haven't even been refit yet. They've not been put on the chopping block. Which one thing any viewer will learn on the channel, when I for this game refer to the chopping block, it's on refits. If I'm talking about chopping block as in ships being scrapped, that's the cutter's torch. Don't get me wrong there, the Sing is a decent armoured cruiser anyway. What do you mean what's up with my voice? Hold on a second. I'll figure out for myself. Right, so... Hold on a second. I'll figure out for myself. There's actually... I didn't see any difference in my voice. Okay. But from normal, I should say. Right. I could bring you down to 14 knots if I want to, but no. You're going to just be going at full speed still. That's their light cruisers right there. Oh, game shows light cruiser. Is it a battle cruiser? Never change, UAD. Never change. Yeah, and the Rostock has taken damage and Leipzig is also damaged. Oh. Reason is actually quite simple for that. Because I don't actually want to have us all through at the end of the stream for once. Oh, you're gonna take a torpedo. I should have reversed your engines earlier, but... Oh god, there goes your steering. Yeah, reverse your engines, reverse your engines. Uh-oh. Yeah, reverse your engines. Right, reverse your engines again. Oh god, we're going into reverse quite a lot this battle. Caution, this heavy cruiser is reversing. Caution, this armoured yeah, it's armoured cruiser. Caution, this armoured cruiser is reversing. Okay, this V-32 gone. Destroyed their torpedo mounts. It's sort of a warning thing for normally put on vehicles large like a lorry or something when they're reversing, because drivers can't see, and I just appropriated that for armoured cruisers. As you could probably obviously tell. Okay, so we can go up to 14. We're going to go 14.1. Caution, this armoured cruiser is firing its guns to starboard. Caution, this armoured cruiser is firing its guns to starboard. Sorry. Ooh, yeah, I may want to actually turn or kill V60 quickly. As V31 doesn't have her torpedoes, V60 does have her torpedoes still on board the ship, and she's angling herself to use them. Right. Reverse. Caution, this armed cruiser is reversing. Yeah. They're gone. V60 is gone, and her last torpedo salvo went to waste, as they did not sink the Alexander Nevsky. The Alexander Nevsky is still afloat, still being a pain to the Germans. No. Nevsky, detach. Nevsky, you're an idiot. Please, increase to 14 knots. V31, please do your job already and sink. There we go. Go for the Rostock, it's already damaged, so your secondaries go for V44. No, V10. V10's the only guy here still with torpedoes that's a problem for us. AKA only destroyer torpedoes here. she fired it. V10 sunk beneath the waves. And if it's not with all hands, then as many hands as possible will be taken as POWs. Right, the Alexander Nevsky is going to reduce speed. And do her job as a firing platform for the guns against light cruisers. She's twin. Rasputin's twin-turreted as she was constructed before we got triples. And we can't do a battle cruiser version right now. Well, I'd have to actually double check what hulls we have for light cruisers. Battle cruisers, I mean. Because we did recently get battle cruiser 3, but I don't know what the battle cruiser 3 hull is like, because this is my first ever time playing as the Russians. Yeah, shocking. This entire campaign's been my first ever time playing the Russians, so... And I gave myself an unrealistic goal. Yeah, we can. Once, obviously, Nevsky has done her daily duty of sinking German ships. Okay, Nevsky, we're close enough now. Cruising speed, please. Oh, Nevsky, just go at your full speed you can, which I think is about 20.8. Yeah, just go at your maximum speed possible and just charge in. I'm sure it'll be fine. Reduce down to cruise speed again, Nevsky. How close you are, it should be. Go for Rostock, actually. When we say go for Rostock, then you get hits on Leipzig. There we go. Now we're getting something against Rostock. You've got a massive fire there. I think you should really sort that out. Yeah, our secondaries are firing high explosive. So we should be fine to set the fire as. Yeah, I wanted to do an artisan, but with Italy, but then I remember I do too many Italy campaigns, so I thought, why not change it up a bit and do the Russians? Well, it wasn't exactly like that. It was like, I don't want to do Italy, so I'll just take them off the list, and the Americans, because I just got off of an American campaign, and then that led to me then on the, you know, sort of those name generator wheels, choosing what nation to play as, and Russia was picked. Right, Nevsky, run. You made sure that all the German ships, well, the major German ships in this fight, the Leipzig and the Rostock, are not going to be able to fight, so get away with attacking the V80 and V44 on your way out, please. Just aggressive. Aggressive. Just keep them away from you. And get out of here. Maybe if we're lucky they'll run out of fuel before you're able to. I don't think we're going to be that lucky. And Nevsky's already low on fuel. Well, lower on fuel than these guys are, so. Yeah, continue the retreat, and if you can, actually fire that stern torpedo. Oh, hey, Finland. That's good. 7,000 tons, that's a bit light for a battleship there, Finland. It's the AI I built, I know, but still it's a bit light for a battleship. Like, hell, that's lighter than my armoured cruiser here. The Alexander Nevsky. A single 11.4 in the front. It's sort of like some of the designs I've been seeing Rule the Waves give to Tuga in his German campaign. Although Rule the Waves doesn't have points on their calibers. Yeah. I'm guessing then they just did very small, large... They sort of did it as a monitor like Robert and ships like that. V80, please leave. V80 and 40 and 44 are being persistent. Yep, slow down, bring him, let him come in closer. Manual rudder amidships. Speed reduced down to cruising. Which then means that the Nevsky can use her remaining guns to the best accuracy she can. Yeah. But then I found out off of Monroe that the putting the point at the end of your guns brings your gun's capabilities, which also includes mark, closer to the guns above. So let's say you're doing 16 inch, you don't have 17 inch, but you're getting close with 16.9 inch, you've essentially got a, let's say you're 16 inch and Mark 2, you've got a Mark 2 but then mixed also with a non-existent weapons Mark 1 thing. Like you said, I forgot really how he properly explained it, but I do know Monroe had mentioned about it. Although it is helpful though if your gun caliber below is a lower mark than your gun caliber above, because then you've actually got an in between mark that is a lot better. So I would only really see it beneficial for 8 inch to 9 inch, because usually 9 inch guns mark wise are better than 8 inch for a lot of the time. V80, you saw what happened to your friend there. Are you sure you want to carry on with trying to kill me? You know what, let's Let's just take our top speed and go. Let's use our top speed and just try and run. Oh, they've gone down to extensive fire and a whole bunch of flash firing, which gives me the excuse to do a certain emote in chat. Hold on a second. Thanks to me being a broken growth subscriber. Thanks, Robbo, if you're there. Yeah. Well, I should say thanks again to Robbo for that, because I've already thanked him a few times for it. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Never ever accept command of a ship called Invincible, because you know it's gonna not be invincible, and Nevsky only got light damage from that. Oh yeah, because UAD doesn't count flooding damage as something that no, it's just I'm cold, surprisingly. It's like 20-something degrees by this point now, midday-ish, but I'm cold. Let's go for the jacket instead, so then no one thinks that I'm ill. Yeah. Not cold as in I have a cold and I'm ill cold. No, what I mean by cold is it's freezing. This is a usual thing with me, and nothing is really going to change that much. And oh, they're rebelling against the Ottomans. Good on them. So yeah, that invasion, as I have already said many times now, is cancelled. So, a whole bunch of repairs and stuff. Petersburg can be resumed on a refit. Rasputin still got 3 turns left on her repairs. Nava herself can go in for her rebuild. All available of those light cruisers are refit. All available destroyers have gone to refit, and we have about 95,000 tons remaining displacement, which is going to be used to send the Pavel into refit. It is actually, like I said, in the 20s and temperature here by this point. avocado, it's Britain. We're mostly in the cold and rain, so... 2 and 2. 2 and 2. There. Yeah. Right. That's that part of the modernisation completed. Now we just need to do the other part of Oh my, I was actually able to do that. And keep many bulkheads. 28 knot, yeah, we actually do avocado. Oh god. Oh god, you count our normal summer temperatures as a heat wave, Midland. Oh god, I like me just having a blanket over my shoulders has now gotten us into a conversation about what temperatures our countries consider heat waves. Right, back into UAD. So the Pavel is actually a C right now, so she can't is she a C? Yeah, she's at sea. She's in the Aegean. Oh yeah, I sent her to Sevastopol, so she's gonna be at sea for a while. The best guy to refit would actually be Voller something, but now I'm gonna leave that for next 2 turns after we take the Bismarck Archipelago, and then we're going to send the invasion fleet, the Pacific Fleet. They're going to be sent back to retake Tsingtao, or Kiaochou Bay is the full area's name, but you get the point. You get the point. We're retaking Kiaochou Bay from the Germans. So the Germans had it, we took it from the Germans then took it off of us. All in the space of the single war. And I think the Germans are trying again to invade Weihai, but yeah, I take stuff in degrees centigrade. Degrees Fahrenheit is for that very large country in the west that no, west is that way for me. In the west that took over Britain as the nation with the best navy in the world. I'm sorry, we can't give you Smolensk because of contractual reasons. Well, I'm calling it that, but what is the actual truth is that it's our rules we set up in the game. And I'm right, they are trying to take away highway again. Oh, embrace me, it's my time to rule at last. 15 years have I been waiting to sit up on the throne. Ah. Finally, we've got the Bismarck Archipelago. Now, do we try and take the Coraline Islands or leave them? Twitch chat, up to you. Do we take the Coraline Islands or not? Well, Twitch chat's most likely avocado because I think Finland's left. Oh god. That's like the complete opposite of what we do here. Right. You lot, you're gonna head off Palau. You'll be there in a turn. Good. You lot will have some of you go over there. Surov, Senovan, Oleg, and Urel. And then I know we got another fleet there, which is Smolensk. No, I'll just set the invasion of Coraline Islands and then we can sort out Smolensk and stuff afterwards. And just hope that we sent our guys to the correct place. But yeah, we've got a new oil production place. Chosen by heaven, say my name when you pray to the sky. Seek our lawless rise. Will Lord my protector, make a bow to my will to the sky. I seek our lawless rise. Ah, so it's, yeah, over there. Which Smolensk and the others, though, are going to make their way up to Way Highway. Should take them 2 turns. Avocado, avocado, hope you're here. no. No, Ricardo, but you've got the Rasputin about to go into battle. Rasputin. Yes, you do. Did you get him in 1890? Well, the tech in 1893 and the first one in 1895. Okay. Oh, the poor German battleship over there, which just disappeared. Poor German battleship. Pride of a nation, beast made of steel, Rasputin in motion, king of the ocean he was made to rule. Okay, I've parodied Bismarck briefly there. Now, let's use our 13.5-inch guns and kill them all. Hold on a second. Avocado, we've basically got an Agincourt broadside with 13.5-inch guns instead of 12-inch guns. You basically built an HMS Agincourt in terms of broadside power. Just more turrets than Agincourt because 2 of the turrets are wing turrets. Ooh, that was only just a couple of hits in Markgraf's structure is already down to 85%. Never mind, 78%. Or Rasputin has taken already light damage, but compared to Markgraf, Rasputin is doing a-okay. B turret just got destroyed. Well, no, not destroyed, disabled. We're finding out this one is evolved. They've used Cordite, but they've not used the Cordite I wanted them to use. They've used the somewhat better Cordite. Oh no. Avocado. This is to save the Rasputin, or try to save the Rasputin. Fingers crossed. If the Rasputin sinks, I'll give myself an exception and I will rebuild the Rasputin under the same design. But that's only if it sinks in this encounter. If it doesn't sink in this encounter, then we're not getting a Rasputin rebuild. But yeah, if I'd stayed in that battle, we probably would have lost. Yeah, Finland. It's hard to get out of. Oh god, how long have I been playing naval warfare games now for? Oh yeah, it's hard to keep out of a 4-year-long habit. Well, at least 4 years. I think I've been playing World of Warships a bit longer than that. That was like the first naval warfare game I played. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild the Rasputin. Luckily, we still have the original design, Rasputin. And Rasputin 2. We had the Petrograd 2, now we have the Rasputin 2. Yes. So pretty much your Avocado, your ship spent its career briefly. Minus. Yeah, I should have copied and stuff, but yeah, we can upgrade them afterwards. But next up on the design list would actually be a battle cruiser. Oh, by the way, we do have 15-inch guns now, everyone. No, in 2 turns, actually. In 2 turns we have 15-inch guns. Let's make that 1 turn. So yeah, we have 15-inch guns, although I'm not going to be using them in the next design, but we're going to build a battle cruiser next. We're going to be using 14-inch Finland, but I was just saying we do have 15-inch guns. We're going to be using 14-inch triples in our new battlecruiser. She'll be the most heavily armed capital ship in terms of count-wise of the Navy. Okay. Don't get too drunk. Right. Italy's pushed back Germany, and Germany are trying again with their attack. Battle of the Caroline Islands is going well. You guys are heading away high. Way to defend it. But yeah, once we have the Caroline Islands, I hope we can then just agree to a peace with the Germans. Triple torpedo tubes. Don't I already have Dreadnought 3? New design. Let's just get the battlecruiser built. Let's just get the battlecruiser built and worry about this stuff later. Battlecruiser 3 is one of these hulls. Okay. "14-inch triples, like I said I would do." Actually, can I fit the tower down here? I can fit the tower there. And then maybe choose the system into allowing me the 14-inch triple up there. I choose the system. And then there. Secondary tower in between the two, and then we got 6 centerline guns, so you know what? I'm gonna move you back and then you back, and probably gonna be fitting another funnel in on the stern here. Help reduce that full weight offset a bit. There. That's reduced the full weight a bit more. 5-inch. All there and none forward. Move you as aft as I can get you. Move you as aft as I can get you. Same there. And same there, and could I maybe fit in a second fun? Right. You lot are being moved slightly more forward. And we are fitting our second funnel in there. get a third funnel in, but just make it a little in a way that obviously wouldn't obviously would make it that this thing would not have such a bad aft weight offset. Now we fixed the fore weight, now it's just the aft weight we need to fix. And that's about as close as I think we can get. Triple funnels like that, with those slightly more inward. And could we get side mounted barbettes? No. Boo. I know there is, but there's a massive four-way offset if I do so, because in this game it's engines that mainly cause the offsets. Turns out with those, that's actually not a good idea. Right. And in the area there, and the area there will have 2-inch, and then the rest is 5-inch. There. Now, this thing speed-wise, 28. What's actually the optimum is 27.5, so 28. Yeah, 28 sounds good enough. 28 on geared turbines. Let's actually try and get 31. Let's try and get 31, and then if we can't get 31, then oh well, yeah, I've done that. And then we got some 2-inch anti-destroyer there as well, which I sorted because I actually like the look of those 2-inch guns. Oh. Yeah, that weight, we're gonna have to do something about it. But first off, I want my turret sides to be, for those guns at least, the same as my caliber. Okay, now I think may actually be the time to use the tower placement. Never mind, because that is only just going to cause more problems. I think now is the best time to put the funnels in the middle, and then maybe 2 Q-turret on either side of the funnels. Or we could forego the 2 Q-turrets entirely and just secondary the whole thing up. That idea seems more appealing to me than having ourselves have to deal with more main turrets. And then move you forward. And then aft. Yeah. Main deck, 4-inch, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1. That's 11-inch. Yep, and we have an aftway again, which that's fixed it. 5, 3 on the casemates. Those are going to be 1.6s, and they're sort of going to act as if we had twin Bofors guns on these things. Oh god, we haven't even gotten the shells in. TNT, 2 powder, enhanced. $30 knots instead of 31. That will fix it. $30 knots is still good. Could I then, with a slight reduction to the range, 30 knots and maximum bulk, heads, spacious crew quarters as well. Yes. Centerline dual barbettes are the I could do for this particular area. And I'll move that slightly back a bit, and then put the 5-inch on those there. We're overweight by 12 tons, that could easily be fixed. We're level. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. Now we just need a name. I know what we're going to name the ship. We're going to name it after another one. Well, we're going to name it after someone who is mostly known for doing his best when he was faced with a task he could not have hoped to have won. The Zinovi Rozhesvensky. Which Zinovi Rozhesvensky was a naval admiral who was the man in charge of the Russian 2nd Pacific Squadron when that sailed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm making another reference to the Russian Second Pacific Squadron because we already have had Suvorov. Now we've got the Rosovensky. The Rosovensky. But yeah. I could have easily have done Makarov. Admiral Makarov. Because he also plays a part in the story of the Russian Second Pacific Squadron by his flagship sinking and him getting decapitated of being the reason why the Russian Second Pacific Squadron was formed, and also with Admiral Rostovsky in charge. Okay, so the Zinovy Rozhevensky is our newest battlecruiser. She'll take 23 turns to build. And Smolensk is heading over to a Russian-controlled port right now, while the invasion fleet is finally going to kick the Germans out of the Pacific, with the control taken of the Coraline Islands, if all goes to plan, that is. We can, actually. Yeah? Oh. Okay. Right. That's going to be the end of the stream then. I'll just move on and turn to confirm our invasion is completed, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all again next time. Sound service going silent. You should